we are headed to Anaheim this year for what promises to be another blockbuster conference. For those of you who may have joined us in Las Vegas last year, you'll know there were 40,000 plus attendees, thousands of exhibitors. And this year promises to be just as big, if not bigger. So it's a huge undertaking to put this show on. It's also a huge undertaking to just show up and try and get the most out of it. It's an unbelievable opportunity to really see and feel everything that's going on in the industry, get the latest info from all the experts, make some deals, keep the momentum going that we've got as an industry. But I think as it gets bigger and bigger, you need to plan, right? And we need to figure out ways to maximize what is a really packed schedule and so much going on. So Steph and I thought we'd take a little bit of time here to give you our 2 cents on what to look out for and what to prepare for, so that you can really take advantage of this conference, because it can really offer some real benefits if you look out for it.
Right. This is one of the last times we're going to be hosting the conference in Anaheim, California, actually. And the campus is huge. It's huge. 2 or 3 times what it's been in the past, which means for everybody that's planning to go, they're going to have to, we just highly recommend that we plan your day, know your way around, think through what your goals are for the day, what kind of deals you want to get done, what kind of meetings you want to attend, networking events. We recommend that folks are going to be looking at the full schedule, signing up in advance, download the app. So to sort of make it as easy as possible for you, we want to give you 5 things to be successful at RE Plus in 2024.
Gone are the days where you can say, I'll meet you on the show floor. It's not going to work. There are too many places where that could be. There's too many exhibit areas. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the campus map. It's on the website, it's on the app, but there are, I think, 5 or 6 different sort of areas where exhibits will be taking place. Some really cool, exciting new things that are being featured there. The last time we were in Anaheim, we basically had sort of one long contiguous exhibit hall. We're going to have that same hall plus 4 or 5 other places where you can check out products and meet with people and have those conversations. So just make sure that you're sort of situating all of those the companies that you want to check out, the exhibits you want to see, the industry education theaters that you want to check out. Just orient yourself. I think the best thing you can do sort of on the plane on the way to Anaheim or in the car on the way is just really make sure you're sort of oriented with the physical layout, because it's a lot bigger than it's been, and there's a lot more to explore, but you could easily miss some things if you don't plan ahead.
Right. So the number one thing that all conference goers should do is download the RE Plus Events app. The RE Plus team created a new mobile app this year that can be downloaded on the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. It's a no-brainer to get that app put on your phone. It's an easy place to look up biographies for speakers, the show floor, how to navigate the whole campus. So absolutely make sure that if you're going to RE Plus, you do that. The second thing, because navigation is traditionally such a challenge for conference goers, this year we're going to have kiosks set up in strategic locations all over campus. There's going to be individuals wearing T-shirts ready to answer questions, strategically located all over campus, that will be able to help conference goers navigate from point A to point B. So between the app, the kiosks, and the volunteers that are going to be ready and willing to help folks navigate, we hope that not only conference goers, but exhibitors can actually find their way around a lot easier as well.
Totally. Yeah, there's a lot of wayfinding opportunities, so make sure you take advantage of those. And selfishly, we'll also call out the SIA booth, which is a great home base to check out and get questions answered about the conference overall, but also just sort of check in with us and see what we're up to. The SIA and SIPA booths, the two show hosts, will be located in the sort of foyer of the main entrance to the Anaheim Convention Center. So you'll see our friendly, smiling faces when you come in, and we can help make sure you get all the information you need and get to where you need to go. Steph and I will also be there periodically, maybe doing some good energy podcasting, which will be fun. So we'll have some cool things happening at the booth, and we're releasing a lot of new tools and announcements that week. So stay tuned, because I think it's going to be a good place to get a download of what's happening at RE+. So
yep, absolutely. The next thing I think would make sense to highlight is, in addition to getting your deals done, think about what communities you want to engage with while you're at RE+. A lot of people probably don't know that we have intentional programming targeted towards the DEI community, towards women in leadership. So if there are particular groups of people that you want to get to know, that you want to network with, it's a great opportunity to plug in, but you got to make sure you put it on your schedule. You got to make sure that you're prioritizing those times. Most of it should be on the event app. But of course, as Colin mentioned, the SIA booth is a great place to come and find out how to get into some of those receptions and happy hours and maybe some even closed door meetings. There's just going to be a lot of reporters running around and ways to engage with communities. So think about who you want to meet while you're there, and find a way to get it done.
Yeah. And the RE+ team has done a great job of partnering with some really amazing organizations that are creating those sort of sub communities within the event. I don't want to belabor the point about it being such a big show, but with 40,000 people plus in one place, you're not going to interact with that whole audience, but you can find sort of sub conferences within the event that I think are really beneficial. So there are on Wednesday afternoon and evening, there's a whole series of receptions for specific kind of affinity groups within the industry, partnering with our friends at BOSS, Black Owners of Solar Services, Hispanics in Energy, Asians in Energy, a lot of those groups that are there to create that community sort of year round, and taking advantage of RE+ to do that in person and sort of meet new people within that community, and sort of establish continued relationships. The other thing to point out, Steph mentioned some of those meetings and other opportunities that are sort of happening on the fringes or on the sidelines of the event. You can check out a lot of those kinds of opportunities on our website. We've got a sort of SIA at RE+ page on our website where you can sort of see what we're up to at the event and some of the meetings that we're hosting, some of the different member gatherings. So if you're a SIA member, lots of different ways to sort of, again, take advantage of that in-person time to really connect on hot button issues or meet with colleagues that you're working with on certain topics. So definitely check that out. And if you're not yet a member, come to our booth and we can get you plugged in and help you find your community that way.
Mm-hmm. So those are some top lines. I think some smaller, more obvious ways to make your RE+ experience successful is, of course, dress comfortably, wear comfortable shoes, or you will suffer like I did last year, having my team needing to run and get Band-Aids for me. It was this whole situation.
Yeah, so, 2024 is the year of the sneaker. So I promise you will not be alone if you're wearing comfortable shoes at RE+. I will be wearing comfortable shoes for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Do that. Don't forget to eat. There's going to be a lot of people there. So make sure you know how you're going to be feeding yourself while you're on this journey with us at RE+ in Anaheim. We think it's also important to flag the importance of amplifying the fact that you're there, right? This is the biggest trade show in the U.S. for solar. At the end of the day, sharing that engagement on social media is a great way to connect with your community virtually. Take pictures, take video, come to the SIA booth, be interviewed by my team who's going to be capturing stories throughout the course of RE+, and then tag your new professional contacts on LinkedIn and Instagram and other TikTok, social media. Take your own videos of yourself wandering through the trade floor and show people how huge this show is and how the industry is growing so fast.
Yeah, I mean, every time I've sort of witnessed someone going to this event for the first time, it's always fun to sort of see it through their eyes, right? Like it is at a scale and an intensity that I don't think anyone really appreciates. And we've had members of Congress walk the show floor. We've had other sort of influential folks come and just really, it changes their view entirely of what this industry is. And I think we have a huge opportunity as the many people who will be there to showcase that and kind of share how exciting it is to be in this industry right now. It's a mainstay. It's a huge piece of the puzzle, not just when it comes to energy in the United States, but sort of global economic force. So yeah, share it and make people jealous who aren't coming, because we gotta build that excitement too. But yeah, help us make the story really sing on social media.
I love it.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing I'll highlight is just, there's so much opportunity for learning and education at the event too. You can access all sorts of different education on the show floor at various different theaters. You can go into some of the conference education. We'll be doing an opening general session on Tuesday morning that Abby from SIA will be featured on, along with SEPA and a variety of other folks. That I think will be an interesting conversation, kind of grounding some of the work that we do in the solar space and the clean energy space in kind of kitchen table conversations and the impacts that we have on average Americans. So I think that's going to be a really fun, interesting conversation. But like Steph said, you build your schedule, figure out where you want to be, what you want to take advantage of, who you want to meet, and we'll take it from there. But we're excited to see you.
Yeah, and have fun.